Start your week by installing your game plan.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out come the Eagles for their first drive, led out by their quarterback in his 5th year in Philly, Carson Wentz.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely, and you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman, Norm Van Brocklin, right? You got to go all the way back to 1951. And he threw for 554 yards in that game. And later, won a championship as a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now that record has been set anew. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Cameron Johnston to punt for the
Well, he
Eagles.
challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Sanders. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens.
Now Wentz again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
The ball carrier.
The numbers for Sanders last week, the hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as...
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now we get our first peek at the Ravens offense, and at the helm, of course, the most valuable player of the NFL in 2019, Lamar Jackson.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And they'll begin by running the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It was Brandon Graham that came in there and got him. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Good catch there by Mark Andrews, who was Lamar Jackson's favorite target last year. They came in the same draft class and quickly got in sync with each other. Andrews led the team in receptions with 64 last year for 852 yards en route to his first Pro Bowl.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. All right, so the call stands. Tough now. They're out of challenges. Do you like the amount of challenges they have in the NFL?
I do, because I think it brings a little extra strategy into the game about a head coach trying to determine when is the right time to pull the challenge flag, or maybe I let that one pass because I might need it later on in a bigger situation.
Now Wentz on third down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Throwing is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Wentz to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 6-yard line.
On play action, it's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now a carry for Sanders. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Ravens' 5-yard line.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't feel like it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. from 3 yards out. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Right there, the fake worked out perfectly. The holder took the ball and found his man. A perfect fake field goal. Love it.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays at length. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On 3rd down, Jackson. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Lamar Jackson sacked. A loss of 5 yards.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
This pass complete. Wins to Ertz. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
At the 16-yard line.
And he is the NFC rating Offensive Player of the Week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, his car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past him.
And he's able to put it through. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And the Ravens taking the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here,
but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ingram going to get it on the option. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Number 21, Mark Ingram.
A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 15 carries, 64 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Duvernay.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Ingram.
Jackson.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Wentz going to throw. Hurts over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 40.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. First quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, they're stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over it.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
29 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Ravens.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 23. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A gain of 5. First down, Baltimore.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 24-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
10 yards to go.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down at the
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Jackson's pass.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
And Marquise Brown coming off of a solid rookie season, 46 catches, 584 yards, but he was never 100% in his rookie year. As head coach John Harbaugh talked about the foot injury that he played with throughout the season. Now they expect him to be 100% healthy, and when so, they'll see more of those plays that had everyone calling him Hollywood in college.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Eagles. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 30.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The wide receiver.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Couple of 3rd-year guys, couple of Pro Bowlers. Jackson to Andrews for the Ravens first. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Elliott good on the extra point. And a round is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
His throw incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
On play action, Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
At the 7-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Wentz. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Face mask. Defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now on his. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the foul is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson's going to look to run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Baltimore.
Now Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. The 20. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. To throw is Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the round is on here in this first half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now.
25-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And a Raven first down.
From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete.
Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens, they claw one back.
Justin Tucker.
And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
46-yard line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start in the Meadowlands, an NFC East battle that pits Washington against the New York Football Giants. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Trey Quinn, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. He's over 300 yards passing already. How high can he go? To find out, let's kick it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Jackson's.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And well.
Jackson. Yeah, that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Jake Elliott on
this D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more.
1, 2, 3. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
First down, Baltimore.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback. Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Jackson from the shotgun. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. But they run the option as Jackson will hand it to Ingram. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And now the 3rd-year man out of Rutgers, it's Gus Edwards. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Step, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Touchdown, Lamar Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Eagles to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's a gain of 9.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Wentz again to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Wentz's pass.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Eagles are pouring it on.
How about that, partner? A little razzle-dazzle. Fake field goal that turns into a pass and a touchdown. Fooled everyone, including us.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A 10-play drive that time. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
They run once more with Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
waiting from the gun. Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Getting set for the next drive, the tight end, Zach Ertz, creeping up on 1,000. Could get there on this drive, so a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. What that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now, instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat-and-mouse game.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The 48-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
He's got Dallas. Goddard, his tight end over the middle. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good for an Eagles.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles continue to roll.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the
my
stuff she used to
grandmother did the
preserve.
same. It smells terrible. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
With it is Jackson.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
They run the counter. Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Into the red zone. Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'll probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6. Got a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Jackson.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
57 the mic. Oh, you got deep? 57 the mic. 57 the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, quick slant to Brown.
Jackson.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Minus 57. 57. It's Mike. Go. 57. Mike, 57.
And Jackson throwing once more. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. I'll give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
The ball carrier.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6.
Jackson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him. Bring it up 4th down.
21-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected...